Hi, in this video you are going to discuss regarding HashMap in Java. So the topics are what is HashMap, the features of HashMap, methods of HashMap and an example with the explanation. So what is HashMap? In Java, HashMap class implements the map interface which allows us to store key and value. Basically we can map a value corresponding to a key for a map. Okay, where key should be unique. If you try to insert duplicate key, then it will replace the element already exist with the value, and it is easy to perform operation using the key index like updation, deletion, etc. And hashmap class is found in Java util package. In Java, hashmap is like legacy hash table class. Now it is like in hash table it is synchronized, it is thread safe, but hashmap is not thread safe. This is the only difference, and some more methods that has been added over the period of time in Java 8 or 9 onwards in hashmap. So now I'm going to discuss the HashMap class. So if I go to the HashMap class, so the it class extends abstract map, implements map, clonable and serializable. These are two marker interface. So this is serializable is marker interface, clonable also marker interface. For now we only concentrate on the map interface. So map interface contains the method required for the map, like hash map, link hash map, sorted map, tree map, like that. Okay, so main methods are size, empty, contains all, value. So that will be discussed in the slide. And some of the methods like off, this is being added from Java 9 onwards. So I will not discuss in this particular video this part, but some of the methods of Java 8 I will be discussed here. So mainly the map interface contains all the method required in map. Abstract map has some of the abstract implementation. Let's say contains key, contains value, gate. These are implemented in this particular abstract map that has been extended by HashMap. So in HashMap, only the HashMap specific implementation has been written. Let's say for HashMap, this how the map entry map.entry will work, how the hashing functionality, how it is being implemented, all this kind of thing. And internal structure has been maintained, how it is maintained, resizing. So it is being written in the HashMap class. So I will recommend all of you to go through the source code of HashMap, because in many interview the interviewer actually always ask you some detail of source code, how HashMap is written, what is the size of the capacity value, and how hashing is performed, like what is the size of the initial capacity, maximum capacity, and how hashing is done. So this kind of logic they may ask. And also they can ask you like can you write a map uh, with the hashing functionality implementing from map itself or extending from abstract map. Not, you cannot use the hash map, you need to create a custom hash map like that. So if you go through the details of this and how the class is written, and like this is the internal class node. So particular node maintains the value, key, all those things, and also the refer to the next node. So that you need to check, and based on that you can implement. So mainly whenever I will be explaining any Java framework class, I will assume that you will go through the details of that class from Java source code, and if you have any question then you can ask, because to explain the source code in detail is difficult for a short video. So if you have any question then we can discuss. Okay, now I will, for now I will discuss the methods available and constructor available in HashMap. So the features of HashMap, the features are it contains value based on the key already that I explained, and only unique keys, like if the keys are duplicate then it will only like only it will have the only unique key, and for it may have only one null key and multiple null values. And HashMap is not synchronized. This is the main difference with the hash table in Java. has to be synchronized, and Java HashMap maintains no order. That means that, like we discussed regarding array list or linked list, that section, whenever we are adding any item or element in the list, that is maintaining the insertion order. But in HashMap it is not maintaining the insertion order. So if you insert, let's say, key, first, but at the time of iteration it will come at last, it may happen, because based on the hash code it will actually rearrange. So how hashing is maintained will be discussed in maybe separate video. And the initial capacity of the Java HashMap class is 16 with a load factor of 0.75. For your information, I have written here, you can check the like source code to check to validate that. Okay, so Java HashMap constructor. So by default it is no argument constructor, so it is used to create the default HashMap. And also, like other collection classes, like we can create a hash map from another map or hash map or any kind of map. So it is taking map as input, and we can also specify the capacity. So it is used to initialize the capacity of the hash map to the given integer value. So if we specify the capacity, it will start with that capacity. And it will also, there is another constructor with the load factor. It is used to initialize both capacity and load factor of the hash map by using the arguments. So let's say if we want to check the constructor, so let's say what is the here the load factor. Okay, so if I go there in this particular constructor, so based on the load factor, yes, this one. So this is the default load factor that I mentioned in the slide. So the initial capacity is 16 and load factor is 75. Okay, so if you want to change, then you can change the value of it, and then it will be according to you. Now the methods of map. So sorry, so here there are several methods that actually present in map, but we'll be discussing few methods. Like clear, you know that it will remove the mapping elements from the map. Is empty will check the map is empty or not. Clone will be swallow copy of the map. Entry set will return the set that is content in the map, like it is the element wise set. And key set will only give you the key set. Let's say a map contains 9 keys, then it will give you the set of 9 keys. Put will is a method that by which we can put the value in the map for a particular key. Put all, we can we can uh, put a map to another map. Okay, put if exist, absent, like if key is not exist, then only it will put, otherwise it will, if it is present, then it will not be put. Remove will remove the key from the map. Remove key with the value, it removes the specified values with the associate specified keys from the map. So let's say it will check both, like key and the value. In the first case it will not check the value, it will only check the key and then remove. Okay, compute. So it is this particular method compute added in Java 8 onwards. So actually we can based on the map value, we can compute or do some operation by passing some lambda function. What is lambda function, how it is being used, what is functional interface will be explained in Java 8 video. So for now just keep it in mind. So compute if absent also same. If it is used for compute this value using the given mapping function if the specified key is not already associated with a value and enters it the map unless it will enter null. So size, you know, the it will return the size of the map. Compute if present if new mapping given in the key it is current map value if the value of the specified key is present, and if it is not present then not null. Contains value, this method returns true if the particular element present inside the returns true if some value equal to the value exists within the map, not the key. Contains key will check the key exists from the map or not. Contains value will check the correspond to all the key the value that is present is same with the value given or not. Equals will check the equality of the map. For each, like for each item we can actually iterate the map and then do some operation using some by function or using some lambda function. So that these particular things, all this for each or consumer compute, these all are added from Java 8 onwards. So when we will discuss the Java 8 features, that time will again it will be discussed in detail. Get function, it will give the value from a particular key. Okay, get or default, in some cases let's say if the key is not present then it will give the default value. Okay, empty already discussed, it will like check the if it will return true then the map is empty, if it is not then it has contains some value or key. Merge, so if specified key is not already associated with a value or associated with a null, associated it is given with a not null value. So let's say there are two map, we can merge two map into one. Okay, how it will be merged, that I can explain in the example section. Replace, so it will replace the value for a specified key, and here it will replace the value old value with a new value. Okay, so here it at the time of replace it will check the old value as well and then only it will replace to a new value. And replace all, so replace all will like iterate the map and replace all the elements based on some logic or based on some function provided, and values it will return the all the values present in the map. So now I am going to the example section. Let's say I just give write some of the methods. Map sample, just this method if I run it will just print the map, so I use the map.nt iteration. So let's see what happened. So if I run this it will try to print the map. So in this particular case map is of type integer versus string, so it will print Amit, Vijay and Rahul. So how, what are the method we have used? We have used map.entry set. So entry set it will give the element map.entry element. Okay, and then the key m.key element and m.value, like that it will be printed. Okay, next is I will give you one example of compute. So in the compute example, let's say what I want to do, I have one initial map, name and address, the key, this is the key, these are the key, and I want to compute and add some more thing on top of the value. So how to like how to use the compute function, then map compute, then the key name, and then I use the by function. Here I want to modify the value, in this case I want to concat some more thing. So here it will be Aman Singh and here it will be Kolkata space West Bengal. So if we try to print it, it will print like that way. So let's check. So here the map contains previous map, address Kolkata and name Aman, In the new map, address Kolkata, West Bengal and name Aman space Singh. Okay, so this is the example of compute. Now compute if absent method. So here in this particular case, let's say in my map there are 4 keys with the value, and I want to provide this particular thing. So key 6. So if it is absent, then it will add this plus this, and in this particular 6 case it will be this into this. Okay, so both key are absent. Okay, so so here if I print this, so it will print this key 1, key 2, key 5, key 6, key 3, key 4. Okay, so it only compute if absent. Let's say if I uh, if I use the let's say in 1 it is 1 10,000. So here if I make it 1, then what will happen? So it will not be changed because it will not be compute because the key is already present. So here only for key 5 or newly added keys it will be computed. Okay, but for already present key if I mention this will not be computed. Okay, so next is compute if present, just the opposite kind of API. Here compute if present, let's say map contains geeks for geeks, it is capital, it is small, and now compute if present, so it is geek. So let's check what will happen. If I run this, so if I run this, it will not be changed because no key will match with this particular key, right? Now if I change it to S, then this particular key value will be changed, value plus 100. So whenever we want to check the, like if it is not present then do something, then we will use compute is absent. If you want to compute if it is only present with that key, then we will use the compute with if present. Basically in a very big application or in a big program, this is being like these logics are required. So that time we need to use this. Okay, I have just written a sample one, so maybe you will not get any use case of that, but in a larger scenario you will get many use case when you write the program. So map for each stream. So actually for each, this particular method comes with the Java stream package. So map actually has that stream functionality. Okay, for that reason map has those kind of API. HashMap, yes, sorry. Map. So here this particular method, just I'm going to sort the value using some map API comparing by value. So it will check the value and then sort and then print. So here I'm expecting that Amit, Rahul and Vijay will be the print. Okay, so it is sorting by value. So if we check it, so here there are a lot of API sorting by key, by value, by some comparator function, value comparator, by some key comparator, like that. Okay, now the merge API. So merge API is like I have two map, one contains 1 2 3 LM n and another is same thing bgr. So if I want to merge this particular two map and then maybe concat, like here I want to merge, and if it is same, then it will be the, if the value are same then only one value, and if not then comma. Okay, let's check what will it will happen actually. First I want to show you. So new hash map is like this: l comma b, 2 m comma g, and 3 n comma r. So why like this? So it is, if it is same, so here not same, so if I make it l, then it will only print 1l. And then now let's say if I have other elements that is not match, like this one, if I merge this, then what will happen? Then the new element will come. Okay, so the basic thing is that it is a kind of union case in set theory. So whenever the two map contains the same key, based on that we may need to like recompute the map in other way, a certain way, so we can use that. So you need to merge two map or two data structure in one map, like that. So that time we can use this particular feature of map. So next is replace all. So replace all also is very important feature. So based on the, let's say, logic also we can replace. Here we just replace, we just square value of the existing value. Here we replace with the square. So replace all method, and this is the by function. Here you have just written one lambda function like old value square. Okay, so let's check. So initial value was 1 2 3 4, now it is 1 4 9 16. So these are all the map method. So there are few methods that I have left, let's say replace, already discussed, it is not shown in the example. And also some method present in map interface like off, so that I will discuss when I will discuss the java 9 features. Okay, because this has been added in the java 9 onwards. So overall I think that you are like able to understand what is map and what are the different method of map. So if you have any questions you can ask, and also please go through the source code again and again. I am saying this because source code is very important in terms of java interview. The interviewer can ask you to write hash map by your own, so you cannot take help of the existing hash map. You need to write, so you need to check the logic, how it is being written, what is the capacity, what is the default capacity, what is the load factor, and how you create the node like this. And that particular node contains the existing hash value and also the next element node, so it is kind of linked node, how it is being handled. So you need to check it, you need to go through the source code, and then if you have any question you can ask. So I hope you understood the hash map. Thank you.